From stand-up to sketch comedy, this kid knows how to steal the spotlight.
Remix, yo.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest Pete Davidson moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're showing off all the great performances that have so far solidified Pete Davidson's career as an actor and comedian.
Oh, me? No. I was on the Xbox that I was playing, and then I got really high and tripped on my bong.
No matter the size of the role, he's made it his own and grabbed attention, which ultimately secured him a role on SNL as the first cast member born in the 90s. Number 10, Tucci Gang, Saturday Night Live.
Lil Pump, Sam Rockwell.
You may be thinking, how could Lil Pump and The Devil Wears Prada possibly relate? On Saturday Night Live, the young rapper's song Gucci Gang was parodied as Tucci Gang, a hilarious homage to the underappreciated Stanley Tucci.
He's very underappreciated. This is for our boy Stanley. Let's get it!
Davidson co-wrote the rap and is a real-life fan of the character actor. Pete took on Lil Pump's crazy hair and cadence, while host of the week Sam Rockwell donned a bald cap and became the Tooch himself. Though Tucci was invited to cameo, he had a prior commitment. However, he did take the time to send in a video that ended up being used in the final cut of the short.
And he was the co-owner of a restaurant. Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang, Tucci Gang.
Number 9, Guy Code, Guy Code.
We're gonna pick some teams and then shoot the hell out of Pete Davidson.
Why?
In 2013, Pete Davidson was still trying to find his footing in the comedy community. After appearing in an episode of Failosophy, the amateur comedian joined MTV2's comedy show Guy Code. With a baby face and an odd take on life, Davidson ranted on topics from sexting to doctor visits with unstoppable candor.
Everybody says going to an art museum with a girl is romantic. Who are these people?
It didn't take long for him to stand out from the crowd in his short run on the show, grabbing the attention of networks like Comedy Central. This started a snowball effect that landed him on several specials in short succession, and eventually a regular role on SNL.
Pete Davidson.
Number 8, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
I just moved out of my mom's house, and I just turned 20, and it's over.
Every once in a blue moon, Jimmy Kimmel invites a comedian to perform stand-up on his show, Jimmy Kimmel Live. Landing a spot on ABC's longest-running late-night talk show is no small feat.
Has anybody ever seen that? Yeah.
And it's the perfect way to get attention on up-and-coming comedians like Davidson. Riding off the success of his stand-up specials and appearances on Guy Code, he absolutely killed his set. In just 4 minutes, he used his brand of self-deprecating controversial comedy to share his views on college, race, and chick flicks.
The first scene, they get in a car accident, and luckily she goes through the windshield. And it's my favorite part.
Number 7, Talk with Aquafina. Talk.
You enjoy that?
It was great.
Rapper and actress Aquafina's talk show Talk has had its share of popular guests, from Lily Singh to Alia Shawkat. Standing out from a conventional talk show, she hosts each episode from a different place around popular cities, highlighting the contrasting cultures, atmospheres, and people within each area.
So, Andre the Giant, what's it feel like to be tall? You like it?
Pete and Aquafina joked around in a local bodega,
Wow.
asked pedestrians ridiculous questions, and in true Aquafina style, rapped together about their large height difference.
Yo, I'm tall as I don't give a shit. I'm gonna die way before this bitch.
You could really tell they enjoyed each other's company, laughing at the other's jokes and vibing off each other throughout the interview.
Sorry.
Number 6, The Joys of Being 17. Comedy time.
Yeah, I am 17, so unfortunately for you ladies, keep it down, because you'll go to jail.
This kid really brought the comedy into the Broadway Comedy Club. Davidson has been doing open mics and stand-up routines since he was 16, so it's no shock that he thrives in front of the microphone. Along with a hilarious observation of the song I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, this segment was the standout.
I just graduated high school, which is pretty cool. I went to an all-boys school, which wasn't pretty cool.
He takes his young age and spins it to his favor, making an amusing commentary about health class and the cons of attending an all-boys school.
Anybody ever take a health class? It's basically a grown woman or man says penis and vagina, and you laugh right in her face.
It's a viewpoint that not many in his field have access to, thus giving him the perfect niche to find fame in. Number 5. Return to SNL, Saturday Night Live.
Well, they say quitting drugs is hard, and that is true, but what they don't tell you is how boring it is.
A stint in rehab could mean the end of your career, but Pete's has just gotten better and better. Instead of ignoring the elephant in the room, Davidson went to Weekend Update to share his story in good humor. Rehab was an unexpected step for Davidson, as he had long declared he wouldn't be funny without weed.
There are so many hours in the day, 24 to be exact. Did you guys know that?
On Update, he joked about being sober, masturbating all the bad kids out,
I was on drugs for the last 8 years, so now I have to get, like, all the bad kids out.
and horse therapy.
What's horse therapy?
Well, wouldn't we all like to know, Colin?
Needless to say, he killed it. Not only was his honesty admired, but we love that he felt healthier and happier after, finding his footing again at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Though he did admit to going back to pot to help with anxiety and his Crohn's disease in 2018.
I'm sick. I have Crohn's, so it sucks, and smoking weed allows me to do that. So I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
Number 4. Adam Devine's House Party. Adam Devine's House Party.
Ever have a black guy compliment your sneakers? You're like, oh wow, these must be cool.
Adam Devine's House Party was an entertaining hybrid of a loose storyline and stand-up routines. It guest-starred various blooming comedians such as Kristen Schaal and former SNL cast member Brooks Wheelan. In the 2013 episode featuring Davidson, he made light of common stereotypes, like being a stoner from Staten Island.
I'm from Staten Island. I'm sorry, everybody.
His timing was impeccable, and his delivery on point. Again, taking advantage of his short time slot, Pete took pieces from his previous routines and added punchlines that sent the audience roaring.
I got an A.
His sense of humor perfectly complemented Devine's, so he fit right in.
My Jaquan. I haven't seen you in 5 years. What the are you talking about?
Number 3. Chad, Saturday Night Live.
I truly hope that my actions haven't tainted our friendship.
Taint.
Not long after Pete joined the cast of Saturday Night Live, he became the face of a new original character, Chad. Not only is this a hilarious bit, but the sketches also showcase Davidson's ability to bring laughs with a limited script.
No, Chad, we can't do this anymore.
Oh, okay.
Pete basks in the limelight without hogging it, perfectly harmonizing with the host of the week. Stars like Benedict Cumberbatch and the incomparable Julia Louis-Dreyfus have played alongside Chad to great reception. In fact, many people credit Chad as Pete's best character on the show. What do you think?
Kinda.
Number 2. Resident Young Person, Saturday Night Live.
With more on this is SNL's resident young person, Pete Davidson.
Resident young person Pete Davidson is the 4th youngest cast member in SNL history. He even turned 21 performing on the show.
What does it feel like to be an adult? You feel like an adult?
Kinda.
Whether Pete's talking about Harry Potter or The Sweet Leaf, he perfectly encapsulates what it is to be a US millennial. He jokes that many people his age didn't know much about the government before the current political climate arose.
That's the one good thing about Trump running. A Trump presidency is so terrifying. It actually scares people my age into paying attention to politics.
Since then, his generation has basically been scared into being more aware, or as the kids say it, woke. Millennials may not have been taught how to balance a checkbook, but they certainly know their rights. Davidson tactfully handles this in a way that both pokes fun at and praises his generation.
How did I get on this show, Colin? Did my mom see an NBC executive hit a kid and drive off?
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
What you said? If you don't know Jack, one of his eyes is missing. Everybody, let's move to the right so he can't see who he's dissing.
What was it like being Justin Bieber for a couple of minutes?
Insanely embarrassing. That was very embarrassing for me. I hope you liked it.
Hold that up again.
Okay.
You've got, is that a hole?
Is that a hole? Where?
It's a hole. Oh, I mean like Jesus. Yeah, Jesus.
That's the tiny, how the look at that. How did he find that?
Number 1. Justin Bieber Roast. Comedy Central Roast of Justin Bieber.
Wow, Ludacris and Snoop Dogg are here. If I was 38, I'd be freaking out right now.
No one is safe, and sensitive souls are not allowed. That's the name of the game for Comedy Central's roast specials. Davidson channeled his wild and out roots to craft the perfect insult for each of his fellow roasters before he got to the main victim, Justin Bieber.
And now, speaking of someone who probably doesn't know he has a son, Justin Bieber is here. Justin.
The next year, he did the same to Parks and Recreation's Rob Lowe.
Or as gonorrhea doctors call him, Patient Zero.
Joining Pete for the Bieber special were big names like Martha Stewart and Roastmaster Kevin Hart. Pete started off relatively tame on the Biebs, but eventually dished out a couple of jokes that stunned the audience, even joking about the pop star's dad.
Justin, you know, I lost my dad on 9/11, and I always regretted growing up without a dad. Until I met your dad, Justin. Now I'm glad mine's dead.
Pete took no prisoners that night.
Kevin, Snoop, Soul Plane was the worst experience of my life involving a plane.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.